Okay, we are live.
We're alive again after
We're
being
back.
momentarily dead.
Yep, we're back on
Turned
the
on the
mainstream.
defibrillator.
That reminds me of that game from Jackbox Party Packs. Have you played that before?
It sounds familiar. I can't.
It's so fun. Anyways, check that game out on Steam if you are interested. It's so fun. Good party game. But yep, we got it
Shameless
going
plug.
on here. Yeah, shameless plug for my game I don't own.
Anyhow, I believe it's Spell it Chat on the blue side, Rabid Raccoons on red, right?
Yes, it is. And actually, there's an 80 carry sub, so we got Astrus in the field here instead of Edzy.
Okay.
And slightly less mechanically skilled, I would say, but Astrus is a little bit smarter than he is than Edzy, I would say. So
Brains over brawn.
yeah, and I
You
think
compare.
Spellichat already has enough pure aggression and mechanical skill, and I think Astrus might be a good addition to that to help them
Well,
balance their strengths a bit.
in this crazy meta, who knows what will prevail? Will it be the fiesta of over aggression, or will scaling and temperance take the victory? I believe both sides said they're ready. Do we need to repeat that? Or?
Yeah, let's say that.
Okay. Okay. I think it's.
Both teams are readied up. Rabid Raccoons have their coach in the lobby with them.
Oh, is that
Spellichat,
who? Okay.
Spellichat has no manager. They can't be managed.
Yes, Hiccup. You are now on stream. Say hello to the internet and all of its kindness. Anyhow, with this last game here of week 2, this is actually an opportunity for Spell It Chat to join Gothboy Click and your team, Jabezus, as the people in first 2-0 teams. On the other side, it's the opportunity for Rabid Raccoons to tie it up, get the 1-1, show everybody that despite their first match loss, they're not tilted, they're not worried, they know they got this with their consistent level of play.
Yeah, and I think they had a decent showing against IRL, even though they lost 2-0. I think they definitely have the components of a solid team. They have a solid framework around them. And
Yeah,
they just added a new jungler, so he's, I believe, Diamond 3, so he should be pretty solid. And this
yeah,
is his
Demon
debut,
Monkey.
so we'll have to see how
Demon
he
Monkey. They
performs.
they pulled a Demon Monkey for the jungle. Oh my god.
Will we see some
Get that
volcanic
evil chimp.
Wukong? I don't know.
I'd hope so. And
Wukong would be
getting into
surprising.
getting into big bad phase here. Looks like Spell Chat's taking some time to think about the first ban. Tom Kench being that first ban on the side of Spell Chat. Rather interesting. I do believe it's something that Hoopler plays.
Oh yeah, for
Uh,
sure. Actually, no, it's something Beast Snake plays as well. He played
oh,
that in
that's
the
right. I do
play-ins.
remember. That's right.
I
Played the
remember
play-ins.
casting one or two games, and actually these teams kind of played each other in the play-ins. Can't say
I
for
don't think.
sure
I don't
though.
believe that I played against Rabid Raccoons on Sapphire, but I do remember a Tom Kench game.
Yeah, I remember
Either
Tom Kench top
casting,
for sure.
either that might have been the tiebreaker for
It's
players.
also a flex pick, so Tom Kench support's also very viable.
Talia
It's
Jungle
gonna,
getting banned out
yeah, and
from Rabid
Talia,
Raccoons.
Talia's got to be banned every game on red side.
Yeah, I mean,
Champion's way too good.
yeah, I've played a few games. Solo queue today. Talia Jungle just absolutely insane in terms of its map pressure, in terms of its damage to champions. Uh, you already saw her get a little bit of a nerf, like 10% against champion damage.
Yeah, her clear speed's still great, her roaming's still great, her map pressure is still amazing. So Talia is still going to be in a very strong position after that slight nerf.
So Spell Chat's final two
Zaya,
bans.
that's very
Jin,
surprising.
Zaya, yeah, both surprising. I think neither of those are particularly high priority bans just in terms of AD
Yeah,
carry tier list.
I think Jin got slightly buffed because of the celerity change, which gave more AD for less movement speed,
That's true.
and the Storm Razor bug was fixed on him.
Yeah, so that now his fourth shot won't get overridden by Storm Razor.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good quality of life change for him. As Xin Xiao first pick, I'm not surprised by that with the Graves ban coming through.
Yeah, I mean, a little more standard bans out of Rabid Raccoons, get the Lucian off the table, get Graves off the table. Both of those champions very strong on the patch. Lucian with the Essence Reaver, Graves just in the jungle. Thinking about their first pick here. There it is. Beast Steak on Nautilus. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, it's
Because
also a flex
I
pick
am
too.
a Nautilus fanboy.
Nautilus,
will
I think,
say
is
that.
really cool, but it's definitely
Also,
a flex.
also Kaisa pick. Definitely a strong AD carry on the patch. With
Yeah,
Ezreal dropping in priority, I would say Kaisa becomes that much more uh, pickable.
I still think Ezreal is the next in line for the 80 carry picks right here, along with
Oh,
Varus. So Varus is
yeah, there's
it's a
Varus.
better, it's a stronger lane into the Kaisa. You have more range, you have more harass.
Looks like they want to pick support next. Lots of different availabilities here.
Yeah, I like the idea from Spell Chat to pick their support. They want to hide both of their solo laners and allow both of them to have counter picks. And this is a super strong bot lane that Spell Chat has got for themselves.
Personally, I think Varus Nami is definitely good. I would like to have seen like Varus Lulu get that it tastes purple bot lane in there.
That's true. We could see a Lulu mid though, because Lulu has been showing in the meta lately, and
Oh,
the
that's
Nami
true.
is, I think, a much stronger overall lane, just because of her Nami's laning pressure with her heal.
Camille, another potential flex pick. You can either have that in the top lane or in the jungle.
Yeah. Now, Rabid Raccoons need to be careful because if they put that Nautilus into the bot lane, if they don't get any like gank assist, they're gonna have a really hard time with the wave management
Yeah, they can definitely
and
get
the
shoved
harass
in.
too.
Although they have a very strong window to engage if the Nautilus can play very Nami. Kaisa also gets her passive stacks off of pretty much everything in Nautilus's kit except that Riptide. And Titan's Wrath because that's an auto attack reset, but he could auto attack reset it to root another champion. Who knows?
Yeah, Kai'Sa's a really strong champion with tanks because they have a lot of crowd control and that'll allow her to proc more of her passive stacks. So I can see the synergy there in the bot lane.
Gangplank getting banned leads me to believe that's more of a non-top pick. And along with the Urga, yeah, those are definitely picks that Nautilus struggles against. But
Yeah,
I'd say it's also a pick that Camille can struggle against as far as top lane.
they're also just picks that Mango Ray really excels on, and they don't want him to play either of those champions.
As for Spell It Chat, banning out the Echo and now the Yasuo. So both targeted mid lane bans against the guy whose name is Mad Life mid laner.
Yeah, Yasuo and
Who the
Echo,
fuck it?
more champions that excel with their tanky sort of style. Lots of setup for those assassin champions and those carries to go in.
Another potential flex, I'd say. You could flex that top, you could flex that mid.
Yeah, pretty
Rabid
much.
Raccoon's just going for a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, and I think that is the key to drafting on 7 point or 8.11, 8.12. The ability to draft as many flex picks as possible.
I feel like a Shen would be a really good pick here. Just onto the Xin Zhao.
For Lilguji flip flop?
For the peel. Yeah, for
It's
Lilguji
possible.
flip-flop.
Astra's
Although
hovering the board.
Mordekaiser hover. Ornn's also a very strong pick overall as well.
Yeah, Ornn is just like the best tank in the game. But Beast Snake does like the Nautilus, which is a pretty good matchup into the Ornn.
I would say so, yeah.
Shout out to Rimsky.
Both of them have that. Both of them
Yup.
have that trait of surprising amounts of damage.
And tons of CC. Probably the two biggest CC champs in the whole game.
Yeah.
Nautilus and Ornn. Are they gonna pick a mid lane champ?
They're gonna-
Okay, they're going with the Kale. Is that
Is
a
that an
placeholder?
auto pick?
I don't think it
It
was
could've
an
been
auto pick. I do not think that was an auto pick. I'm gonna double check with the
Yeah.
placeholders real fast. So
I
Kale
don't think
is a
Kale's.
placeholder
Oh,
champion
that's
as of last Thursday when we updated the rules.
oh, that's right. Although with a Since out of Varus, could you really say that Kale's a terrible pick? I mean, you could, and you probably should, but would you want to? Anyhow, with the Swain pick, that looks like it's a Nautilus support, or perhaps not, looking at the swap arounds.
Yes, interesting
And
draft. So it is going to be a support
yeah,
Nautilus.
okay, so here's the reset.
So I'm not sure what happened.
So as a placeholder for LeBlanc.
Yeah. So 1 second. I needed to go into the. I have to go into the lobbies and talk to the teams, I think.
Yeah, Rabid Raccoons clearly a bit surprised here.
Muting mics for a minute, boys.
Okay, I mean, it looks like they understood.
Okay, so everyone's got it covered. So they just are going to redo their last pick because they were not told ahead of time that that was a Kale, or that that was a LeBlanc instead of Kale.
Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, let's get. We'll see what the Azir changes into because I don't think they want to play that Azir into the LeBlanc. Um, that definitely could have given Spallet Chat a competitive advantage.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem.
Grounded.
So just gonna redo the drafts here. So thinking about the lane, since we do have the luxury of knowing what the picks are now.
Yeah.
Ornn versus Swain. I think Ornn can be pretty happy in that matchup once he gets his Spectre's Cowl, starts stacking MR.
It should be fine. I do respect their the draft from Rabid Raccoons. It's quite interesting.
Well, they went for that high flexibility.
It's got a lot of flexibility, but I don't see exactly where they actually win their matchups. That's the issue for me. I see like
Yeah.
Xin to Camille. Camille can snowball, but I think Xin generally will have the pressure over Camille. But someone's just correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, what I would say is I would agree with you on that, right? Like it's in a straight up 1v1, a Camille might be able to beat a Sensao if you get a really good stun off or stuns, depending on how long the fight goes, or depending on like which laners will join you in the fight if they can. As for the top lane matchup, we mentioned that like I think Ornn can stack Magic Resist a lot better than Swain can stack Magic Penetration and Magic Shred. As for the mid lane matchup, you know, LeBlanc versus Azir, that is a bit.
No, so they get to redo their mid pick.
Oh, they get to redo the mid.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's fair,
Yeah.
isn't it? Well, now it looks like they're covering a Galio instead.
Yeah.
Which there is a lot of magic damage on that side of Spell Chat. Like
Yeah, they have the
Galio
Varus that will
definitely-
build on hit, so
And theoretically,
pretty
if
heavy
LeBlanc
magic.
Dashes in, if LeBlanc dashes in, Galio can just instant cast Calm.
yeah, and there's a lot of
And-
potential for what's that item? Adaptive Helm on the Galio. That'll reduce a ton of damage from Varus as well as LeBlanc.
And Ornn. Like
Ornn too, yeah.
It's
And this
really
Swain's
a
going to be
good item.
tanky, so I think late game the advantage is very heavily in Rabid Raccoons' favor.
I mean, but the other thing is that you would say that Spell Chat has a pretty engaging comp. You have Xin Zhao, you have Ornn, you have LeBlanc, you have Varus and Nami. those all of those champions have tools that scream engage. They don't have necessarily tools that scream disengage. But for all that engage, well, what do you have? You have a Camille who can counter engage, who can isolate. You have a Gallia who can punish teams for engaging too zealously. You have a Swain who makes himself tankier. Like, you have a Kaisa who scales incredibly well into the late game. All of those things work out in the favor of Rabid Raccoons as the game goes on.
Yeah, in late game, so much engage. The issue though is surviving laning phase because they don't have a winning bot lane. They don't have a winning they have a even mid lane, but Xin Shao can totally gank that. LeBlanc can hit those chains pretty easily on a Galio.
Yeah, he's a big statue.
So I want to see what Beast Snake can do with this matchup, Swain into Ornn, because eventually Swain will have the Swain will be able to push him out in the side lane.
Just focus on wave clearing.
Yeah, and if this LeBlanc does not get ahead, then she's not going to be able to really one-shot anybody. Yeah, even Kaisa can go stealthy, can get that shield with the ultimate. Camille, with the Hectic ultimatum, she can dodge some skills.
And even with her passive, as long as she damages LeBlanc,
she could probably
magic damage gets mitigated.
Yeah, she could probably only one-shot the Nautilus later. But even that might be slightly difficult.
Even then, Nautilus has I think max rank with Titan's Wrath. It's a 17% max health shield.
Yeah, I like that.
Nautilus builds tanky anyway.
It's pretty nice.
Even though support is a low income role.
Not in 2018.
Okay.
But I understand your point.
No, I would say support's a low income role. It's just support items are equally as low income.
Yeah, I just miss the days where they only had a Ruby Sightstone. Those are the good days.
Everyone blamed your support for not warding.
Right.
Why don't you have 15 wards support? Support's like, I'm
then sorry. They gave everybody wards, and now it's not fun. Now I get flamed for not buying pinks.
I started playing League right when they introduced trinkets, so end of season 3, beginning of season 4. So I never knew and I actually started out as a support main. I never knew the horrors of what warding was until
you're lucky.
Explained to me.
You're a lucky one.
So yeah. So keys to the game, or win conditions, whatever anyone would like to call them. Spell it, chat. Crush lane. Crush game. Rabid Raccoons, weather the storm. Don't get ganked by Xin Zhao to let the game snowball. And keep things at equal. Or if you can eke out advantages in laning phase, then they'll very likely be able to win the games themselves. It's just, you shouldn't, even if they do get a slight advantage early on, they shouldn't get overzealous because Spell Chat's comp is so good early.
We're about 1 minute left into the spectator delay.
Yeah. It's because we just talked about everything already.
I'm surprised to see little Gucci flip-flop on the Ornn pick.
Yeah, doesn't he play a little more of a carry-oriented style?
Yeah, I want to see how hard he can carry with this Ornn pick. How often he'll just pull the trigger. He's going to go for 45%
I guess with about
CDR.
50 seconds, we could talk about that salacious, juicy gossip news.
Juicy gossip news. Oh, yeah, so
yeah.
Sneaky Jensen and Smoothie getting benched. To me, it seems pretty clear that they're just going to be benched for a week, maybe 2.
Yeah,
if they
this is hey, you guys need to
It's just a warning. Yeah.
Get serious about
Cloud9 never really worries about the regular season. They just they know that they'll place in playoffs.
Hey, I mean,
they just want to give some.
Their Twitter already said #trust the process.
Give some incentive. Incentive for the Cloud9 starters.
I mean, what the other speculation is? Hey, you know, Zazal, Keith, Golden Glue. This is their patch, man. It's time for the fiesta. But anyhow, as the spectator delay ends, we start moving into the game. We'll see how this plays out. I personally really believe in Rabid Raccoons comp.
Yeah, I just want to see the bot lane.
Because I like to see team play.
I just want to see Rabid Raccoons bot lane do pretty well. I think they have a very capable bottom lane with Alpha and Uklar, some of the best players
Yeah,
in their role. I think
definitely.
definitely sleeper players coming in to this league.
Hidden OP.
Yeah, and with this new jungler they have, they're actually at exactly 100 points. So
They're
they're
decked out.
yeah, so they've got a pretty solid roster.
Mhm. So, base skins abound, as you can see here. Teams grasp on Ornn. You actually see that Swain goes for Phase Rush, which makes sense because as counter engagey as Rabid Raccoon's comp is, their only real engage tool is Nautilus Depth Charge, which is not super consistent as an engage tool. Swain, if he can get the damage down with his abilities, rush in there with his ultimate, definitely cause a massive amount of disruption. And you don't necessarily see a lot of peeling tools on the side of Spell and Chat outside of the Xin Zhao Crescent Guard or maybe a Nami Tidal Wave.
Yeah, so if they can pull that trigger and get the engage, somebody's getting blown up. Camille really nice into the block because the Hextech Ultimatum will trap the clone and the real person in there.
Actually, I was thinking about this. Why is Spell It Chat's name Spell It Chat?
You don't want to know.
Oh, okay.
We can go into this in detail off stream.
Oh, it's one of those kinds of reasons.
Anyway,
Well,
in the game one here.
You see Spell It Chat 5-stack pings go down towards the top side. Maybe they're going to look for Beast Snake?
Yeah, it's possible.
Oh, yeah,
Or
look
for
at
the
this.
aggressive
Hugging
strat.
the wall so that
So he's spotted.
hugging the wall so that he has to run. He wards down. I don't think they're going to commit for an engage here.
They don't have any more long-range initiations. Xin Shao is catching up, but they're just going to put a ward down.
The best that could happen, but the issue is that you already see that Nami started her ebb and flow, so there's no way she would flash bubble. And Xin Zhao obviously starts Audacious Charge, but yeah, not a whole lot to do there. I wonder if LeBlanc started Ethereal Change. No, she started Distortion. Yeah, so there was no chance for a long-range engage there. They're just scouting, casting their lines, looking for hope, even though Tom Kench is banned. That's one of his voice lines, by the way.
Looking like we're going to see a standard start. Looks like the bot lane was like scared of a ward, so oh, that's pretty good instinct by them.
Good warding out from Rabid Raccoon.
Yeah, good instinct
Way,
good instinct from them too to think that there's probably going to be wards there, so they wait till the last second to hop over that wall.
Oh, it's actually, they sent Ornn mid.
Oh, okay.
Ornn mid, LeBlanc top. I mean,
Pretty cool.
I still think Galio's fine with that, though.
The Galio's fine with that. The Swain might not be, though. That's the issue, and that's why they did that.
That's true.
The Xin Shao LeBlanc can definitely punish this Swain pick early.
Now, what if Swain just predicts LeBlanc's movement with her distortion with his never move? That's an easy route.
That's true. I think the Swain though doesn't scale very. Has not a good. Yeah, Swain's really good for that. Oh, level 2 bot lane.
Galio's win the war.
Oh, Kaisa.
Ignite into the instant flash. I don't really think there was a lot of kill pressure there.
Well, Kaisa didn't auto attack the Nami with 4 stacks, so that was a big chunk of damage gone.
That's true, but I don't think the ignite even kills then. Oh, maybe she does need to flash because the additional damage just of her being close at range.
Yeah, Al's positioning not perfect there.
But it's fine. I'd rather
They burn the flash.
burn my ignite for their flash.
Yeah.
Even if Nami has flash up, how is she going to engage properly?
Oh, another hook. Wow.
Now another dredge line forward. Uklar showing that he's not afraid. Taking some notes from Beast Snake. Knows how to play the Nautilus just as well.
Yeah. And here's another
Level
gank
3
mid lane.
gank coming. Oh! Demon
No.
Monkey coming out from the jungle and misses the grappling hook. That could have been a really good gank, but it just doesn't work out. And there you see in top lane very briefly Beast Snake trying to do exactly as I mentioned, use the never move to predict the distortion forward. Although it didn't quite work out that time. Uklar, I'm not really sure if he wanted to take that, man. Maybe he wanted to hit the tower, but he ends up hitting, I think, Astris.
Yes, that's 3 for 3 hooks. Interesting item purchase, or keystone rather, from Astrus. He's got the lethal tempo instead of press the attack.
Well, I mean, considering the Varus' build, if he does go for the more AP-oriented build,
Oh,
ooh,
King
flash
Clyde.
dredge line
No
onto
flash
Nami,
Nami.
gets slowed up, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be enough.
Oh.
Flash forward, out, first blood in top lane with a traded kill over because of the never move onto the Xin Zhao. Just to talk about that bottom lane, you see Al flash forward there, but Nami just has a little bit too much health for it to make much difference. Mad Life mid laner really knowing how to engage, gets the taunt off, throws down the Winds of War for the damage there.
Ow!
Uklar just consistently there with the
Oh!
damage. And Al finds the snipe.
Got him with a
With,
snipe. The pew!
With a Void
Pew.
Seeker. That's what it's called. I know. Yeah, she's still new. Give me it. Anyhow. Yeah, just a lot of action on ironically, it's the Rabid Raccoons who are high aggression right now.
Yeah, Demon Monkey, the aggressive early game on the Camille. That's what you gotta do on the Camille.
Equally as aggressive with these dredge lines. Even as someone who loves Nautilus, but then again, that's me playing Nautilus in solo queue. I don't have ADs that I trust.
Yeah, this guy's Nautilus has been very impressive this game so far.
Yeah,
And they're
just
making it work.
Willing to go for those dredge lines, willing to tank 1 or 2 tower shots in favor of pressuring out Nami at the very
Demon
least.
Monkey's gotta be a little careful though. It's gonna get collapsed on.
There's 3 people here, but I think he's just going to pop the blast cannon just fine. And now it's
Leopard.
Leopard who's in a really awkward position. There's 4 stacks of the Camille passive, gets the kill.
Werebag.
LeBlanc flashes forward. finds the ethereal change, but doesn't really get anything out of it. Now you see 4 people down here. Swain can push up top with impunity, as his opponent does not have teleport.
Yeah, I think that was a misplay from Leopard. He could have flashed on the Camille much sooner to get that slow, but decided to wait and then never got to use it and just straight up died. So
Yeah, it's just
nice
the
punish
blast
from Raccoons.
coming out there.
Oh, another one.
Looks for the dredge lines, finds it onto the out of mana Varus. Ignite comes out. I think he drops to the last tick of Ignite
Dead.
here. There it is.
Oh, Uklar on the Nautilus pick. This
Uklar
guy's going
showing it.
insane.
Yeah. Absolute aggression coming out from Uklar. It's showing really well.
The spell
On
chat's
the
bot
other side
lane.
of this, Mad Life mid laner just having a bit of a wet noodle fight. The Lil Gucci flip-flop. Although Lil Gucci showing him that things are Gucci for him. With all of Oran's consistent damage.
Orange chain of the Gucci belt.
But now it's Rabid Raccoons that get this priority onto Mountain Tree because they know that Nami has the back, they know that Varus is coming back from lane, and they also see where the Horn is. There's not really a whole lot of possibility of a contest for the Mountain Tree here, so it's a really good read from Rabid Raccoons to just know that they can take it, know that they have that opportunity.
Yeah, I'm impressed from what I'm seeing by them. Really halting the aggression of spell chat.
Yeah, now, here at 7 minutes, they have about an 800 gold lead. Or now it's 600. But really good on them.
Yeah, bot lane's up 10 CS with 2 kills, 3 kills even. Mid lane doing perfectly fine. They're down 10 CS though. Orin will have pressure in that lane. Just simply has more
Top
damage.
lane.
And top
Top
lane,
lane's a parity.
yep, and they got a trade kill too, so I think the Swain is going to be okay at level 6 right here. Let's take a look at these junglers right here. How closely are they to 6? So Xin Shao is going to take 6 after this blue. Camille
Xin Shao's
looking for
actually
it
also
though.
at like a 600 gold lead. I think that's mostly off the farm and off the kill. But in terms of power spikes, when one hits 6 and also gank potential, I think Camille's is better.
Uh-oh.
Although Xin Zhao definitely spotting out Camille here at the
He
red
should know that
button.
that was warded.
Yeah, he should have seen it. Demon Monkey gets the Galio ultimate, but it's a little bit late. I think it may be a bit of miscommunication there. Galio's definitely in range earlier than that.
Nice
So-
aggression from Leopard, knowing he has the pathing advantage. Knows that Camille's going to take that red at around 8 minutes because he started
Also
blue.
just sees that Camille is only level 5. There's no chance of a Hextech ultimatum coming down.
Yeah, and the pressure's paying off for Leopard.
Right now, look at you flip-flop out of mana despite the fact that he has the Catalyst that they owns. Mad Life mid laner looking to abuse that, trying to shove the wave in maybe with his advantage.
Camille
But
not feeling
now-
too high right now. Not even going to hit 6 off of this Gromp, most likely. Meanwhile, Xin just at level 7, so that kill just made a huge jungle advantage for Spellchat, and that might bring their way back into this
But the
game.
real question is, how is Leopard going to use it? Because you see that he couldn't commit to a gank right there. Down in the bot lane, Uklar finds another dredge line onto Nami.
Good bubble.
The Ellie Hot.
Good bubble on the
Or
Elf to counteract that engage.
Elil Hots. Anyhow.
I'll say LEL hot, and here's a dive from Rabid Raccoons.
He uses the depth charge onto Varus. Varus is 6 and casts his,
Executed.
Executed. That's kind of odd.
Oh my
I didn't
god.
realize that 0 damage went down to Uklar. Mad Life mid laner comes down. Doesn't have his ultimate, so it looks like he was just trying to come down for just a Justice Punch into
Alf
a taunt.
needs to deal some damage. Okay, they're just gonna all walk away. They're gonna get out
I
alive.
think he's
but
a bit scared to walk forward since even though he might have ultimate up, he doesn't have the mana to cast it.
oh yeah,
If he
Xin
did
had
cast-
E, so that'd be a bit rough.
Yeah, this might be first tower going down in the favor of Spellchat in this case.
Yeah, pretty bad play from RRC. Leopard is
Leopard tanking
okay.
2 tower shots, forced to run away here. I guess they're not going to commit to the tower at the moment.
Yeah, and also
But-
Gucci flip flop getting some free harass in the mid lane. Camille's still level 5. This is awful for
This is
Demon Monkey.
that's absolutely disastrous for Monkey. He's just looking for experience right now.
In his first game, he had one good play. He had some good early aggression, but hasn't looked good since. Has not been able to translate his slight advantage.
Well, I really think it's just those 2 deaths that set him so far behind, losing the experience from Red Buff because he wasn't able to take it before he died. Just completely starved out. And it
Uh-oh.
looks like Werepack
Here he
and
goes
Lil
again.
Gucci Flip-Flop are reading this. Lil Gucci kind of just slams his face into a wall. Literally.
Oh, Swain's looking for some burst damage
Beast
though.
Snake finds the
Oh, he's a fight.
Horn, called the Forage God, goes down onto the Camille. Camille casts Hextech Ultimatum, procs her passive, beats the magic damage off. Lil Gucci flip-flop charges forward, but it doesn't look like it's going to get anything. Now Swain finds the root again. Lil Gucci trying to run away. I don't think he can make it though. He's just going to die here, disrupt as long as he can. Here in the bot lane.
Giving Swain the kill. Really smart idea. And here's an all-in.
It's a really good dredge line onto Nami.
Oh, he
She's gonna
did.
Drop to the Ignite. Uklar gets another kill. Now,
There's a dredge
depth
line.
charge onto the Varus.
Oh,
But Alf doesn't really commit with the ultimate. Varus could probably play around a tower in that case.
nice 2v2ing from Rabid Raccoons bot lane, especially from Uklar. This guy is doing mad work.
he's incredibly aggressive.
Beast Snake.
Ooh, Beast Snake getting
with-
really chunked out by the LeBlanc combo. I don't think Roa was necessarily the best idea to go for. He could have gone for Abyssal Mask and just been fine.
That's true. I think he just does want to get a bit more damage though. I think he'll eventually get some magic resist to deal with this LeBlanc, like Mercury Treads for sure.
Yeah, I was just saying that, like, although Roa is a good general purpose buy, with a LeBlanc who likes to get in close to do her damage,
He has to be a bit careful.
Abyssal Mask would not be bad. But yeah, look, he's actually just bought an amp totem.
Yeah, so he's got to be a
Yeah,
little
TP.
careful without his ultimate against the LeBlanc, because there's just so much burst damage that she's got. Now she'll have a Ludens.
The other thing that you can consider, though, is that Rabid Raccoons do have a double TP composition, although they don't have the double TP available. Mad Life mid laner having a semi-global with his ultimate, along with teleport on its own, definitely can provide a lot of map pressure.
Yeah, they'll definitely have the map pressure in the late game as well. Swain, I don't think LeBlanc can actually 1v1 the Swain late game, just because of
No,
how much
probably
sustain he
not.
has. I'm not.
Swain just becomes incredibly tanky.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the matchup 100%, but there also is a Galio that has the ultimate. Camille with a pretty mobile, he's a pretty mobile champion.
Yeah.
And Kaisa scales extremely hard into the late game.
Now it's the Infernal Drake. Looks like Rabid Raccoons not quite committing for it, although they might look to find...
They have to
Spell
fight
Chat.
here.
No, they're not looking for it at all. I don't think Mad Life mid laner should have been the one to be so far forward here. He finds a
Here comes the
multi-man
Camille.
ulti. That's a really good Camille engage.
Now they're split.
Swain pops ulti. He doesn't go in though. This is incredibly bad for him. gets knocked up. Now Xin Zhao finds the audacious charge, gets the easy kill. So what I was going to say, I don't think Mad Life mid laner is the person who needs to be forward there. It actually needs to be Beast Snake, because Beast Snake's the person they're most afraid of engaging on. Mad Life mid laner has Hero's Entrance. He has his ultimate. I don't know why you have Demon Monkey and Beast Snake sitting back, the people that can really enable the kill, or enable the Hero's Entrance. Even Alf could enable the Hero's Entrance.
Yeah, they just weren't grouped enough, and they just let Galio get engaged on. The Camille and the Swain, they just need to get in that front line and allow that Galio to ulti in rather than them getting engaged on.
Yeah, because you don't, like, not even until late game do you want your AD carry, you want your Tyson to go in like
Bot lane engage.
Warpack gets knocked
Oh
out.
my goodness.
Unfortunately, Clone tanks the Void Seeker, so Alpha does not get a kill, but he does get the tower, which is a bit of a consolation prize. Now in top lane, looks like Spell Chat's going to get this outer top lane tower, increase their turret lead from 1 to 2, and their gold lead to about 3k. Just under 3k. Rabid Raccoons, I mean, I think for the most part, and especially in regards to their bottom lane, they did their job stellarly. Like, top lane was a parody for the most part. I think ultimately mid lane just collapses because there's a lack of mid-jungle synergy, and Leopard has actually just been really aggressive with the ganks, while Demon Monkey here has been so far behind on CS and experience.
Yeah, the better jungler is winning this game right now.
That's
This particular match. Oh my god. Who did that?
I don't know, but I thought this was a locked room.
one of the council's mutiny.
Is that really mutiny if it's a council member?
Yeah.
It's more like a
Oh,
basic
you know
power.
what? It's not mutiny. It's just
It's treason then. Anyhow.
shout out to Javante. Love you, bro.
Warpack
Forge God.
forward. You see the call of the Forge God go on. Uklar flashes away from it, avoids most of the damage. Nami casts her tidal wave out, just to ensure that there's no way that Xin Zhao gets his Rift Herald interrupted. This is probably going to be the inhib tower going, if the wave clear doesn't come through. Yeah, there's a massive damage. LeBlanc Distortion does so much damage on Beast Snake, he has no MR. He's just taking a ton of damage from damage.
The Zhao's going in.
Now it's Alf who gets isolated by the Xin Zhao. Galio casts Hero's Entrance, gets a 3-man knockup, but it doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot. Ooh,
It's time for the Raccoons.
The Nova from Swain doing really well for the Rabid Raccoons to turn the fight around. Alf comes away with a double kill.
Leopard going a bit too aggressive there under the turret, allowing the
Although
Raccoons to really punish them for that.
Ultimately, they got what they wanted in knocking down the tower, but now let's see if the Rabid Raccoon can utilize this Mountain Drake a little bit better and try to push down mid lane, get the tower back in return.
Yeah, and
Mid lane
Raccoons.
is definitely going to become a point of contestation.
Yeah, the Raccoons team fighting is still pretty strong if they can get the proper play. If Kaisa can just stay in the backline and fire away.
Next round.
Looking for a ping and Baron. They're just gonna look for vision control. They should send Beast Snake to clear that top wave.
You see Galio backing.
Yeah, and Baron's not even
Camille
up
still
yet,
has
so.
Tech Ultimatum. Galio's Hero's Entrance about a third of the way down. Death Charge about 66% done. Swain's Demon Form about 60% of the way done now.
Yeah, but the team fighting of Spell Chat, they're also pretty, reliant on their ultimates. The Forge God, one of the best ults in the entire game. Tidal Wave to follow up with that, followed by the Crescent
Actually,
Sweep
they
to
pretty
Chao.
much they have Call the Forge God, and they also have Alpha Call the God, Nami Tidal Wave.
Yeah.
If you think about how they work.
Yeah, it's like, I'm you, but better. And oh, Uklar going for the dredge line.
Misses the dredge line though.
LeBlanc going for some poke.
Werepack. Fine?
Alf got to be a little quicker on those speed ups or
Well,
E's.
I would say Mad Life
supercharges.
Moonlighter also has to be a little bit more on point with the shield with the red. He cast it so late there. Demon Monkey
no.
gets it completely bursted. But
Oh, here they
instead
go.
of Mad Life Midliner who finds a triple ton. Uklar finds a dredge line forward, and now it's Xin Zhao going down.
Okay, Xin Xiao is just giving them a free kill right back, and
It's just the junglers now. The
both junglers asserting their dominance over each other.
Like Leopard he's like, oh, Demon Monkey, you think you know how to give over a free kill? Watch this.
Yeah, when I said better junglers winning, I might take that back.
Oh,
But here we go.
Alpha
Oh,
walking
nice dredge.
forward finds an easy kill onto Lil Gucci flip flop. It's just that dredge line. Uklar finding dredge line after dredge line.
Uklar is actually
Enabling
insane.
Hey, look at that scoreline, 3-1 and 6. I mean, even though it's his AD who has the mirror kill score, it's definitely Uklar who's enabling them.
Oh, there's the ultimatum.
Ultimatum.
There it is.
Easy kill.
And now it's Alf. Has 6 kills on the Kaisa. She's in a very good spot to win this game. She's going to be able to purchase the Nasher's Tooth.
And Gwynso's now.
Yeah,
It's
now I
so
think...
much magic damage on her autos from her passive.
Yeah.
Those 2 items.
And her next item most likely going to be a death cap. She can't buy any MR though. She'll have to be a bit careful about that for the rest of the game.
But on the other side of it, you see that Spell Chat finds that Mountain Drake for themselves and be able to push down objectives a bit easier. Just off of Gwynso's and Nashers, Alf does... Oh, almost 60, around 65 magic damage per auto, not counting her passive.
That's
He's
pretty
just-
cool.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, that's after
And
they've
then-
nerfed it once or twice.
No, but then like I'm not even factoring in Gwynso's increasing their total AP. Ooh,
Oh, here they go. They got Word Pack.
Nami casts Tidal Wave for the disengage.
Oh, no.
Gets chunked out substantially though.
There was no title. What's the ultimate of Nautilus called?
Death charge.
Depth charge. Okay, so there's Dredge Line and Depth charge. Okay, that's what I thought. But there's no depth charge on the Nautilus, and that would have been certainly a free double kill if they had that up. It
Yeah,
just
would've
came
been
up now.
Absolutely insane. Uklar is just showing so much aggression. He's gonna find
Where'd they
Leopard
go?
here. It's a free engage onto Xin Zhao Leopard,
And they got Astros.
and they found it onto Ashes. Oh, now Uklar finally goes down. Call the Forge God coming out from Loki.
Galio got canceled.
Gets canceled. Yeah, wait. What happened to the Call of the Forge?
Galio ult got canceled by the bubble out. The Forge God, he just didn't want to use the second
think-
part. Didn't feel like it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he? I
He
feel
was
like
saving
he
his
could've
arm
found a
strength
pretty
there.
good Yeah, his arm strength. You mean his head strength? He headbutts that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Or
But
is Smart God. Or
the side waves-
Smash head.
Rabid Raccoons need to get their side lane waves and fast before.
Actually, you know what? When we
before
talked
they can
about
set up for
Brains
Baron.
versus Braun, I didn't realize that Orin uses his head just very literally.
Very literally.
Oh yeah. With the Searing Charge and Call the Forge God.
Yeah, nice decision from Mengare. He's going to push out the bottom lane. He has teleport up, so if any plays happen, he can react to it. But the team fighting comp that they have,
I'm sorry, wait, you say Mango Ray and I get confused.
oh, Lil Gucci Flip Flop, sorry.
Oh, is that what his name used to be?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting very confused.
Nami's bot lane for some reason. If they get any of that intel, they're going to look for an easy engagement. Oh, here's the Nautilus on the LeBlanc. Okay, decides not to dredge line.
I think that he just decided that his teammates were too far away for that to
Yeah,
make a difference.
if Swain was in range, he could have used his passive, but
That's true.
looks
Hold
like
him in
he
even
wasn't.
deeper.
I think this Galio is going to be in a position shortly to be able to duel the Ornn. Maybe it'll take some more items.
Well,
Dredge line on the
SSC
Nami.
actually doesn't- Okay. Oh, use this death charge that gets popped. Xin Zhao pops himself away with the blast.
Oh, Werepack's dead.
Werepack now getting caught out here. That's just a death. No way for LeBlanc to escape the Hextech ultimatum.
They can start the Baron
Uh,
right here with 4 members.
as you were saying, I actually think the Mad Life mid laner might be in a position to 1v1 right now. You actually see that Orin didn't go for an Abyssal
He's
Mask.
gonna have to TP to that Baron immediately, or else Mango Ray or Lil Gucci Flip Flop is gonna react to the Forge God. So he's gonna look for an ulti instead. No, he doesn't have ulted. He has to TP in
Leopard
there.
looking to get in.
Oh
He finds
my
the smite!
goodness!
Better jungle win, by the way.
Forge God.
Finds the snipe onto Demon Monkey. That's incredibly bad on the side of
Wow.
Rabid Raccoons. I mean, I think it was just a straight out smite there. I think Leopard was still leveled up a little bit. It's completely tragic because that Baron actually gives Spell Chat the gold lead.
Yeah, that was a huge opening for Rabid Raccoons to really snowball this game. But that Baron take,
It was
oh
a very
man.
good call too. I don't fault them for making that decision. Leopard just using the blast cone to get over found
Yeah,
a really
Uklar
good smite.
didn't time that correctly. That might have cost them. He was like their only way that he does not get in the pit, unless Galio shows up.
Gallia's too far away for. I think even with rank 2 ultimate, his ultimate doesn't quite reach there in time. He needs to be closer to mid lane.
Yeah, he either had to just waste the blast cone super early, or yeah, use it early and then just let Xin Shao get to the pit, and then they can just kill him before the Baron dies. That's pretty much the only way that that they stop it.
That's
Or he has to flash auto attack. Oh, but they're gonna look for more engages here. It looks like Rabid Raccoons still has the superior team fighting.
Baron so far has been like far more defensive because I think Rabid Raccoons definitely just has the combat power. You have your Kaisa. She's 805, working on death cap already. Just really enabled by the team composition, by your Nautilus, by your Galio, and your Camille to get in there, to be willing to engage and fight.
Yeah, and you can't really get killed by the LeBlanc if you're Kaisa. If you can use your supercharge properly, she can't target that Q on you.
Yeah, incredibly difficult. Uklar standing on the ward here, looking for an engage. Gets temporarily spotted out, misses the dredge line onto anyone. Gonna clear out this control ward, get that vision, take it. Looks like Rabid Raccoons grouped up here for a mid push.
Yeah, Rabid Raccoons are gonna look to force a fight on the dragon. This is a good decision by them.
Yeah, it's the second mountain.
Second mountain, so not the best dragon they need, but whoa,
Looks like
man.
he's gonna find members. There it is. This
Oh.
down, just an audacious charge straight onto Demon Monkey. I'll force it also to save himself.
Oh,
Hero's
man.
entrance can't save anyone. Beast Snake. Did actually not cast his ultimate in that fight. I'm not saying it would have made a huge difference necessarily, but
That was such a clean ace, starting off with the Forge God from Lil Gucci Flip Flop,
landing onto 4 people, that's
followed
massive.
by Leopard one-shotting the Camille and pressuring that Kaiser really hard. And that's going to be the game. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's game, because the only person who's coming up in time is Demon Monkey. I'm not sure if he can disrupt long enough for everyone else to come
There's
up.
no way he can.
There he is, he's up. Oh, he misses his hook shot. Instead, you see, yeah, that's game.
That's it. GG.
Incredibly fast and abrupt ending to a pretty tight game. But this is what I mentioned. Rabid Raccoons, even when they're down, they're not out. They're always willing to fight.
Yeah, I think the execution just wasn't there. What do you need? That's not my problem. I didn't know. Whatever.
Isn't Emily here?
Lag. Ganked by sister.
Yeah.
Lol. Don't clip that.
Don't click
Just getting
what?
flamed by my sister over here, cause
Oh dear.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh dear. Well,
that was the
boss.
wrong time to unmute my mic.
Yeah, clearly. But
I
anyway,
don't
yeah,
know.
if you look at the damage graphs, Xin Zhao, 14k damage. The only other person with 14k damage is actually Alf on the Kaisa. Slightly out damaging than Xin Zhao. But yeah, Leopard doing so much work there.
Yeah, and I think really Rapid Raccoons lost that game. I don't think Spell Chat won that game. Rainbow Ray had a sick ulti at the end of that game, but I think Rapid Raccoons really had all of the tools to end that game. Not end it, but to just gain
No,
control
they
and
had
win
the
it.
exactly. They had the tools to entirely control the pacing of the game if they got the Baron. And by all means, they should have gotten it, except for the fact that Demon Monkey was just so far behind.
They just got scattered for free then. They have scattered.
Like Mango Ray definitely had some really good ultimates with the Call of the Forge God on there, except for the one that he missed. But yeah, I would definitely say it's Leopard pulling the team ahead.
Fucking sprint out, please.
Anyhow, just we can get into the lobby for game 2
In
here.
the bunker, I can't make a move. In long haul, apparently.
Yep, lobby has been made. I'll hit you with the invite.
Thank you.
One shot.
That was a pretty entertaining game, and I think Raccoons
Hey,
have shown some good potential in that game.
Hey, yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you.
Bot lane of
What?
Spell Chat is still the weak point, even with Astrus, it seems.
In Tower 2 weeks.
They struggled with that lane during play-ins as well.
I think Sapphire did play against Spell Chat, if I remember properly, and
Cuss.
I will say right now that my AD and I are notorious. But really, it's just my AD. No offense to him, but like I said before, I love him very much.
Outside,
It's good
on
AD.
feet.
But anyhow, he himself accepts it. It's notorious on his part that he plays lane out very poorly. And I remember our game versus Spell Chat, I believe, and we thought that their bottom lane wasn't very remarkable, which is quite a statement coming from us because we don't usually win lane.
We have to control bunker.
I'm not flaming, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not flaming. I'm saying you guys got crushed in lane. That's not flame.
All these deleted messages in Twitch chat.
Yeah.
We have to control the.
I'm okay if you spam an anime titties with like one line, but don't put like 6 lines of that, alright? Can we come to an agreement?
Please, Twitch chat, please.
Scatter. Long has scatter.
Well, as you can see, Ooglar and the rest of Rabid Raccoons want that blue side.
Long haul.
See, Freshburger's doing it right, but you don't have the emojis. You gotta get the troll. You gotta get the smork in there.
Freshburger representing UMBC. Hello. Anyhow.
Wait, how do you say smork in this thing?
Uh,
Oh, I did it wrong.
Isn't it just lowercase
I did it wrong.
SM and then uppercase O?
No, it's something else. It's capital SMORC, guys. All right, there we go.
Oh, okay.
On nest now. Nest.
Okay, here we go. Me go face. Me lose lane.
White hole.
Me get hooked.
He's gone. Basement.
But yeah, as you can see now.
Where'd you go, buddy?
By the way, I do appreciate the name of Sloppy.
There's a bunch of A1 in the bunch. Where'd you go there for that teamwork?
So here we are, getting into the lobby for game 2. I think
Went for a long, long
something funny.
No.
Still long, still long.
I can't chat because mute. But
What time's camo? Tower.
what am I reading?
VR, VR. On camo, on camo. I got.
Oh, okay, there. Ellie House finally joined team.
Did they get it?
Yep, we're just preparing the lobby here, and I think if you're Rabid Raccoons, you have a
You
very
ready?
solid foundation for what you did last game. And yeah, we're ready.
Where?
Oh wait. Okay. Okay then. So yeah, look,
Yeah, long.
Rabid Raccoons,
Cat also.
in so many ways, live up to their name. They are rabid. They don't get controlled even when they're down. And I really appreciate seeing that from them. And this is why I like watching their games. Because even when they are at deficits, they know how to play the game. They know what they need to find. And if I remember, it's last week where they had Baron steals. It's kind of ironic that they got Baron stolen on them when they were in control of the game this week.
Yeah, I think
But-
just a couple of things there, and Rabid Raccoons easily win that game.
Yeah, it's just, especially off of the bot lane, Alpha and Uklar having such a huge advantage.
Yeah.
And you hate to call out any one particular member and put blame on them, but I would definitely say Demon Monkey has to step up here.
I agree. And I think Leopard played very well, except for a couple of poor engages. But Leopard really sparked the
Look,
team into winning in that mid game with his Xin Xiao
He's playing
play.
Xin Zhao. Like, he literally has an ability that says audacious charge. It doesn't say smart charge or well thought out charge. It's audacious. He just goes in.
The audacity.
Exactly.
But yeah, Demon Leopard just needs to calm down a little bit. He's Diamond 3. He's a very good player, clearly. He just needs to get used to playing in a more competitive environment, more communication going around, and just do his thing, I guess.
What? No way! On my X scatter, dude. On my
Shout out
X
to
scatter,
Halo.
they have it. That was 2 point blank shot.
Get some nice banter going in the lobby chat now. Twitch chat. Oh, Alpha's T5, no wonder he couldn't carry. Come on! Jeez Louise. Give the man some credit. Or woman. 2018. Anyhow.
Them, we use them here.
Gotta use those gender neutral.
They
Yeah, 2 cat
couldn't
with
carry.
Yeah, they're a team.
E1 probably.
Well, you can use they as a singular noun now.
Nest.
Oh,
It's
is
2018.
that how it works?
Yeah, you just say,
That's 1 week. That's 1 week.
I know them. They went to school at blank.
Also a bunker.
So if someone says, hey, do you know Bobby Ray? You're gonna say, I know them.
You could if you don't want to assume their gender in 2018. You've never heard that before?
No, you're fine. You're right.
I'm not some sort of SJW,
I'm just gonna back away
but
slowly.
I'm just saying grammar. It is proper grammar. You can use them.
Okay, well, Talia Jungle getting banned out. On blue side tells me that Demon Monkey doesn't play it. Which is fair. I don't think it's something that's like... I think people play it. It's just not something that's necessarily super easy to play. I think you need a degree of comfortability on it to play it. Tom Kanshke.
Ooh, banning
Yeah,
Talia on
yeah.
blue side. It's quite unfortunate.
Tower,
Yeah,
tower,
I mean,
tower,
that's...
tower.
Like, I don't think that banning Talia is a bad idea. It's just that just says that Demon Monkey doesn't know how to play it, even though
Two scatter shots to his face. He didn't die. I got him no shield and then
Xin Xiao's a pretty good ban. Could be a first pick though. So is Talia. So I wonder what the approach is from Rabid Raccoons.
My genius will be understood eventually.
Well, I mean, if I were to ban anything, I might ban the Ornn, just so they don't get it again.
Yeah, I think Beast Snake can definitely play Ornn as well.
Well, I was going to say ban Orin and force them to force Spell Chat to ban Graves or leave it up.
You don't have to follow
Lucian ban, alright.
Yeah, still a fine ban. So the real question is, do you see the Graves ban come out from Spell Chat? I think it's a legitimate question.
Oh, will we see the ban? I think it's possible.
Zaya.
I guess they're just sticking with their guns here. Even though Uklak could just play the Rakan. They don't need that Zaya.
Yeah, you see, now that's their first pick Graves.
Yeah, so I wonder
For
what
sure.
Leopard has up his sleeve. I know he played the Nocturne in play-ins, so that's a possibility. It's a good pick into the Graves. So they're gonna go with the
Kaisa-
Camille. The Camille can be flexed
or
in the jungle.
Camille. Yeah, there's
So,
the Kaisa.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here. Camille can be either a super good champion top or a good champion jungle, and if Camille gets ahead of the Graves can't really do anything at all.
Do you see another Nautilus pick come out? I
Uh,
think it's perfectly.
the
acceptable
chances
pick.
are pretty high. I want to see Rabid Raccoons go for some sort of like melee bot lane. I want to see bruisers like
Or-
Kai'Sa's not good into these melee champions like Yasuo, Irelia,
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Mordekaiser.
like
Or-
you had to deal with yesterday.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Yeah, I mean Kai'Sa's just not picked a lot in the LCK just and LPL because she can get punished really hard if you pick a melee into
yeah.
her. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course she outscales really hard.
Instead, it's the Varus that comes out. Now the Morgana, so they pick their bot lane. Kind of same strategy that Spell Chat employed game one. Pick your bot lane, enable your solo laners to A, have a counter pick, and B, just be able to pick something strong.
Waiting for the last pick of round one here. It's going to be a Nami, so I like that. I think it just secures them a pretty good lane matchup. The Nami is good into Morgana. I mean, I already said, Jared, you can do it one line like that. Don't do the whole page. Okay with that. You can enjoy your anime titties. Getting into round phase 2 bans. Echo, same ban as last time, so I wonder what they're going to ban. If they're going to ban the Yasuo again.
I'll come back stronger.
It's only fun with friends.
So, Gangplank ban again. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting that they're saving a pick for Beast Snake because I know they saved it last time for the Swain, but and Azir ban. Well, I think Mad Like Merlin does play Azir quite a bit.
Yeah, it is a champion that they showed it in the first draft, but when they picked LeBlanc without telling them.
But okay, well then LeBlanc. LeBlanc last game definitely having that potential being the red like that. So, you know, the adjustment bans didn't sail on LeBlanc off the table. There's the Nocturne that you were mentioning for Leopard potentially.
Yeah, I think this is a really good pick. Not good. It's really good into Morgana. Varus has no peel at all for this pick, and yeah, there it is. I think this is a super smart pick from
And
Leopard.
before it's actually a Camille Nami bot lane, Dyson.
Right. I mean, anything can happen in this meta. It's 2018. Meta's not
Is that a
certain.
good thing or a bad thing? Like, I just see so many people saying it's great or it's terrible.
It looks like we're gonna
Yeah,
see
there's-
Beast Snake on the Nautilus this time. But actually, is it possible that we see a solo lane Morgana here
I never knew how to play that game at all. Yeah,
with the Varus?
Solo lane Morgana. That's looks like what it's going to be. Maybe? No. Yeah, actually.
The
If that's
flex
a
is
Shogun,
possible. The flex is possible.
Vel'Koz.
I like the
Vlad.
Vlad. It's also a flex. So technically, we've got 3 flex picks right here. Oh no, never
Vel'Koz.
mind. Okay.
Hey,
How
I
are
might
they
be a
going-
Vel'Koz support.
How are they going to survive this Nocturne ulting on top of Varus or Vel'Koz?
Um,
They really had to pick a more self-reliant mid laner here, and I think they drop the ball.
And
You're just
here's the AD mid laner counter to either Vel'Koz or Ghana.
there's so much damage here. So they're gonna pick Zed. Oh man. So very scary composition that Spellchat has drafted
But
for themselves.
Zed doesn't actually utilize, like, I'm not saying that Zed's a bad pick, but Zed doesn't fully utilize his Deathmark passive against this composition against anyone other.
That's true, but I mean, are you saying you should play Zed into tanks then?
No, I'm just saying that, like, I think that Talon would have been just fine given the number of squishies there are.
Yeah. I think Zed is fine as well. I don't think no one can split push at all against the team that Spellchat has put together.
Yeah, but Spellchat's team lacks a lot of CC.
That's true. They have
Um,
they have a very little amount of crowd control.
if they overcommit, they can get really hard punished here.
Now it's Beast Snake's turn to have a really impressive Nautilus performance because he's gonna have to keep his team alive super hard.
If Morgana Blast Shield before Nocturne's all,
Will they get
does
silenced or darkness? I don't know.
yeah, did they get the nearsighted debuff?
It's a good question to bring up. I'm gonna get food while we're in the 3-minute break. I forgot to get food earlier, so I'm gonna microwave up some food. I'm gonna mute my mic so I don't get flamed.
I will solo cast. I will carry the banner on my own.
Talk about RuneScape.
I didn't play RuneScape.
All right, pick something else.
I mean, okay. Well, E3 2018. Oh god, that voice crack. E3 2018, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch chat, really. How do you guys feel? And it's quiet. Cool. Well, personally, I'd have to say, despite the opinions of Reddit, I am actually pretty hyped for Fallout 76. I think it could be a really good game. Does that make it the classic Fallout game? No, I don't. It does. But just because you can make something classic doesn't necessarily equate it to good. You have to take chances with your games, and Fresh Burger, where's your Battle Royale Fallout? I mean, if they announce Skyrim Battle Royale, but yeah, so I'm actually tentatively hopeful for a lot of what I saw at E3. Hopeful that Anthem turns out to be a good game. Hopeful that Fallout 76 turns out to be. Hopeful that EA doesn't get over its customers. Although, maybe hell will freeze over. Who knows? Ha ha ha. I guess it's a pretty good, not a terrible question to ask you guys. What would you guys think about, or what do you guys think about Battle Royale? Do you think that's going to be the new MOBA? It's going to take over League of Legends as the esport, or do you think it dies out within the year? My opinion, it dies out within the year or so. But anyway, talking about lane matchups really quickly, Nautilus, Camille can find some really good engages. Okay, Freshburger, that's a really good point. They can both exist. I was asking which one would you see being the one that's more popular as time goes on, I suppose. Not which one will kill the other. But I did say die out. Whoops. Nautilus versus Camille. I think Nautilus has a lot of surprising damage. He can actually solo a lot of fighters. Like you can solo Riven, solo Camille. I think. I know that Beast Snake is a really good Nautilus. Graves versus Nocturne. If Nocturne can get a real spell shield on either of Graves' abilities, or I guess any of Graves' damaging abilities, then Nocturne can definitely kill Graves. But if he misses that spell shield or times whatever, it's not that great for him. Vel'Koz versus Zed. This is entirely on Zed to screw up, in my opinion. While Vel'Koz can have some really smart positioning in terms of abilities, geometry wars and whatnot, I think that, you take Zed, you have Ignite. This is on you entirely to mess. Now, are you at a disadvantage insofar as Vel'Koz can shove you in early? Yes. But as said, I would probably be looking for the pressure, looking for the aggression onto Vel'Koz. He has Barry. Varus Morgana versus Nami Kaisa. If Nami bubbles the wrong target, or on the other side, if Morgana Black Shields the wrong target, things can go very bad very quickly for either bot lane, especially after 6. So overall, I would say things can be at relative parity. Going off of last game, I would say that I'm more confident in Leopard than I am in Demon Monkey to win the jungle. If you would notice, like we said, top lane and mid lane were at parity for Rabid Raccoons, and bot lane got quite far ahead. It's just that jungle losing so much pressure means that Leopard was able to just snowball top and mid. So now we're getting into the game here. Hopefully my co-caster comes back with his food and I won't be so lonely. Anyhow. Getting into the game. If I had to call it, I might call it for Spell at Chat, although, like I said, my fate, I believe in this consistent level of playstyle, this consistent ability of Rabid Raccoons to play. Like in last game, you actually see multiple pinks go down from Spell at Chat into the top side of the jungle, probably looking to hug the wall. Conversely, you see Rabid Raccoons 5-stack in the bot lane.
Hey, I had a pretty good time.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Talked about some E3.
E3? Alright, nice.
And there's the pause.
Did you see the new Smash game?
I did.
Dude.
See that literally
Hype.
every character is in it.
Yeah. They're bringing back my boy Ganondorf.
Except for Waluigi. I heard that he's not there.
Wah.
I saw a meme where it's like, try not to wah, and then
Wah.
wah more.
Wah. Step 1, where?
Anyhow, if you look at
Where
the
we?
chat, support died. Pleasant feast of Wintervet. He dead. Sorry, boys. Port talking to an e-grill. Mom walked in and said stop. Wow, this is You know, I wonder if they know that this chat can be seen if you just press like Z. Because it is all chat.
So what?
Maybe they should be told. Okay, you know what, Camille? Say Hitler did nothing wrong. I know that's a meme, but goddamn. Anyhow, so you obtained your food.
Yes, I am eating my cranberry chicken and white rice.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you had cranberry chicken before?
I mean, I know that cranberry goes well with turkey. I can only
It's
imagine
my
it goes well with chicken.
Grandma's special recipe.
Oh, that's quite nice. I didn't learn anything from my grandparents because one of them, like, she just can't cook because she can't really move very well. The other one,
Jay Bezos, whoever you are, it's amazing. And you just stop. Alright, next time we're having cranberry chicken, Joe, I'm inviting you over. You're going to have some cranberry chicken. It's delicious.
I mean, you sound quite passionate about it.
It's good.
I can only imagine that's quite good. But anyhow, as you can see, support just not quite there yet on the side of Spell Chat. Still waiting.
Hopefully you can't hear every single chew I am making.
I can't hear the chews. I can just
No, I
hear
think
that
the
you have
stream
food.
can because the OBS is much more sensitive than Discord.
Oh dear.
Oh. I am chewing chicken.
Okay, I heard a bit of your chewing just now.
Oh,
Okay.
yummy.
I also just heard
Mango Ray wants to play 20 questions. I'm not. I'm the caster.
I mean, they're on a delay. I think they're just talking to each other. Highway to the...
So why are we paused here?
Ellie Hot,
No!
or Ella Hots, is, not here, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Either talking to his mom or talking to Grill. I would just assume talking. This would be a very awkward way, to lose a game. But hey, I guess while we're paused, we can talk more about E3. I mean, did you watch anything else other than the Nintendo conference?
No, I haven't.
Oh, really?
Maybe I'll maybe there's a way to make my Discord mic or my OBS mic more sensitive or less sensitive. All right, audio. Do. It doesn't look like there's a way for a threshold or anything.
Oh, that's a
Unfortunate.
shame.
Well, I'll try to mute in between casting and unpausing.
You could just turn on like push to talk or something. No, but that's only
No.
Discord side, isn't it?
No, I can do push to talk on OBS, I guess, but I always forget.
Nah.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
manually press the mic aux button.
But yeah, I watched a fair bit of E3. I watched Sony. Oh, hey, look at that! Right when I was about to talk more, Nami comes back. Says, "Hey, I don't want to hear you talk about E3, man. It's boring. League
Wait,
of
I'm still
Legends is
eating.
the only game that you should care about."
The cranberry sauce mixed in with the rice.
Dude, I'm getting jealous at this point. Like, you're making this sound so good.
With some carrots and broccoli.
Okay, you know, that's enough out of you.
No.
Anyhow, now that Nami says reconnected, hopefully we're gonna get back into the game pretty quickly here.
I'm putting a microphone down my esophagus so you guys can hear the entire process of my digestion.
Trust the process.
Trust me.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Hey, Triple H is healthy food probably. You could probably have it.
looks like the game is going to be resuming very shortly. As you can see, 5 stack in the bottom lane, 4 stack strictly speaking in the top lane. Rabid Raccoons looking for some vision. While I guess, uh-oh. Nami gonna be walking in here. Oh, instant flash. I don't even think he needed to. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Oh, mine froze for like 1. But the reason Nami flashes out there is because she doesn't know if Morgana has Dark Binding or not, because she didn't see Morgana use it.
What, did Morgana just W her?
No, Morgana used Dark Binding, but not while Nami had vision. So, just instant flash, even though, ironically, didn't need to flash at all because there's no engage tool. Well, unless Nautilus starts Dredge Line, or flashes forward. Oh, he did start Dredge Line. Oh no. That's not a good start. Demon Monkey.
Dredge Line Nautilus? Level 1?
Yeah, because they were looking for the
Oh
ending.
yeah. Interesting.
Vel'Koz starting the Void Rift.
I think the key to this game is really shutting down the top half of the map for...
Uklar.
Oh.
Instead of finding the Dredge Lines, finds the Dark Bindings.
Yeah, Uklar, skill
Gotta
shot
love
mastered.
Beast Snake gonna suffer a little bit here level 1 because he took Dredge Line early.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough for him.
On the other side, you see that Leopard invading into the blue buff here. They had the vision on Beast Snake as he walked towards it, so I guess they realized that Demon Monkey wasn't going for it. Uklar finds the Dark Binding. That's the cannon minion, most important of all the minions, other than the siege minions. Like super minions, I should say.
I'm currently chewing. Back to you.
I see. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the top lane matchup. Little Gucci Flip Flop just finding so much harass onto Beast Snake. Just punishing himself. He just punished himself so hard by going for the dredge line level 1, looking for the engage.
Yeah, the leveling up of Nautilus really hurting her.
Alf walking a bit far forward there,
no.
tanks a turret shot. I honestly think Asterisk could have tried flashing and forcing either the counter flash from Alf or potentially getting the kill to get the third and fourth shot.
Probably not, but it's possible depending on how many stacks he had.
Mad Life mid laner finds the 3 procs. Uklar again into the Dark Bindings. Demon Monkey.
This guy's been pretty
finds
impressive.
Leopard in this jungle.
Ooh, awkward dash.
Come out for Mad Life mid laner to collapse. Blue Gucci Flip Flop also going there as well. Looks like things are just gonna go fine. No real aggression coming out of Uklar looking for another Dark Binding. It's time Asterisk avoids it.
Oh, but Asterisk walks into a bad position, takes a lot of damage for that.
It's true.
Zoning binding.
Beast Snake taking down the half, although we see that little Gucci Flip Flop's running out of mana. Has to pop that potion. I'm actually kind of surprised that I know that just because Corrupting Potion's unrecommended is bad or a good choice. You take Corrupting Potion on Nautilus when you think you can win a matchup. A, also because you need sustain. B, but really I think it works pretty well on Nautilus overall. You have a lot of consistent damage that
Yeah.
Corrupting Potion can make use of. So I'm kind of surprised that he took it.
Yeah, it is an interesting debate whether or not Dorian Shield is better. The flat health is good because you get more of your. I guess you're better at all inning with the Dorian Shield, just because you get extra health.
Yeah, but you're better in more like prolonged trading, Corrupting Pot.
Yeah, it's true. And also Nautilus with extra health will have a larger shield by a little bit. So it's interesting.
Yeah, by a small bit. Like I think it's about 11% max health shield level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like 5 more health out of your shield there. Not bad. Ooh, Uklar barely missing the binding. They stack up together. Hug each other
close.
as they dodge. About a 300 CS lead here. It looks like it's entirely off of farm.
300 gold
Actually,
lead. Nice bubble.
Uh-oh. Leopard able to get the smite off there. Demon Monkey has to walk away with nothing.
Outsmited once again. I don't think he actually had smite.
No, he didn't have smite. It's just... but yeah, looks like a lot of this gold lead is jungle and mid. Which is kind of interesting considering that Zed's melee. Probably just the Vel'Koz doesn't want to walk up. Yeah, as you can see, like after Beast Snake backs, he actually picks up a Corrupting Pot.
Yeah, pretty good purchase, I think. If you can't really buy a lot with 800 gold, you just buy more sustain.
Hextech Ultimatum goes down, but it looks like it's going to be first blood for... Yep, there it is, first blood.
With a
and now it's going
camera.
to be a return kill. Oh! Beast
Oh,
Snake
wait.
got play.
I didn't know there was a play going on in the bot lane, so I left
Dev
that.
shadows forward onto top lane, gets rooted down, but it's not going to make
Uh-oh.
any difference.
Nice play from Beast Snake. He's gonna die though. And in the bottom lane
Are you a bit behind, by the way?
I'm at 646 now, but I was lost there in that play. But
Okay.
another kill there from the bot lane of Rabid Raccoons, so 2 for 1 overall by
I'm
Rabid.
saying that because I'm at 7 minutes right now.
Oh, okay. Let me get a couple seconds ahead.
Yeah.
Are you at 705, 706?
Yeah.
I'm at 713, 14,
Yeah.
15. Okay, cool. Nice.
It must have happened when our screens froze early on, because you did say you were froze for like a few seconds.
Yeah, I just froze again actually.
Yeah, so did that. Gosh. Riot Games. Clients OP. But anyhow, you see Rabid Raccoons come away with an Infernal Drake there. Pretty important for the Vel'Koz and the Nocturne. And the
Ooh,
Varus.
darkness.
I think, yeah, it's just going to be the kill there. Beastnik can't do anything against that early aggression. Although they get chunked out really hard by the tower.
Yeah, if he was able to get the dredge line, or dredge
Demon
charge.
Monkey going to get caught out here. I don't think he can fight this. I'm actually kind of surprised Zed backs off, but maybe it's because Blue Buff would have aggroed onto him as well.
He had no ult. I'm chewing back to you.
That's true. Yeah, he did have no ult. He is 2 levels up. Like, but Vel'Koz would have collapsed. I just want to see the aggression. I want to see the plays. Leopard almost going down to red buff. Exciting jungle vision gameplay. Oh, is he gonna go? He goes down. Oh no! Varus changing corruption after Morgana Dark Binding gets the arrow, piercing arrow down onto the Kai'Sa. Looks like bot lane's gonna be ahead once again in the side of the Rabid Raccoons.
Yeah, Rabid Raccoon's bot lane is doing super good work, but Leopard.
Uklar flashes forward.
Oh, Uklar, aggressive play. Oh, big fan of Uklar right here. You've got a new fan today, Uklar. You got a new fan.
I'm telling you, man, Rabid Raccoons, man, they're wild. Can't be tamed.
Uklar and Alpha seem to have very good synergy, and they're really punishing the lower elo support player and Astrus here.
Yeah, this is almost certainly First Blood Tower. Yep, there it goes. So now, Rabid Raccoon's coming away with a fair bit of gold in their pockets. A bit of a lull in action here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
One more piece of chicken to chew.
Bot lane looks to be backing, while top lane trying to secure some vision. See a little Gucci flip-flop pushing it in, trying to extend that CS lead, which is over 20 at the moment. Beastsnake been playing well considering the circumstances. I think it's smart on him to go for the Bombi Cinder into the Sunfire Cape as it plays out. As you see little Gucci flip-flop definitely looking for a Triforce and such a strong power spike. I actually think it's kind of surprising that Graves goes for PPA. There's a depth charge onto Camille, but it looks like she gets away. Varus finds Chains of Corruption down, but now he gets caught out by the Nocturne. Hextech Ultimatum goes down. There's no way he can peel for the Varus because Hextech Ultimatum pushes aside and the minion wave gets there. Now little Gucci flip-flop caught out by the Vel'Koz deconstruction ray. Lifeform disintegration ray. Gosh. Oh, Demon Monkey going aggressive. Finds the kill. Gets the payback.
Boom!
Gets the revenge.
Hey, Dots.
Says, hey, I have Graves now. I can win.
Yeah, Graves with the ultimate. It's doing good.
And
yeah.
the line.
You're going to see a lot of deaths from Alf, most likely, unless he can get some peel from Beastsnake, because Morgana can't really do a whole lot. But still, Rabid Raccoon's doing pretty well.
Beastsnake in this case, because he just got hexed up ultimatum inside.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him at all, just because, yeah, if he doesn't have Death Charge, then it's going to be hard to easily peel for him.
Uklar finds Dark Binding down, moves away so that Zed can't use his ultimate onto him. Easy kill for Mad Life mid laner, thing down. But in spite of being 4 kills and 1 tower up, they're actually only about 1k up. A little over.
Yeah, it's because of the CS leads that the top side has right here.
It actually looks, yeah. Lil Gucci Flip-Flop now building 2 different items, looking for the Hydra and Triforce now. Pretty interesting.
It's it's pretty common that people will go Tiamat and then go into the next item, just because you get so much extra wave clear from the Tiamat.
Well, no, like, because they went Sheen first, so I thought he was just going to Triforce or other Tiamat into Triforce. But hey, I don't play top lane. And
Almost done eating, sorry.
It's fine. Werepack sitting in the bush here, possibly looking for a kill. Next drag that's spawning in a few seconds is going to be another mountain. Get those objectives down. Uklar gets hit up by the bubble.
Nice try. Expected him to dodge the other way once again, but did
Yeah.
not. So it looked like a bad binding, but it was actually pretty smart.
Yeah. Just predictions on predictions on predictions.
Mind games. And here's an engage from Spell Chat.
Oh, Uklar gets Soul Shackles down. Werepack kind of caught out there. Nami Tidal Wave comes out to Bellyhawk. Gonna get the kills with the auto attacks. Mad Life Midling is split off as well.
Oh.
This is just, you know what happened here? It's just Rabid Raccoons got entirely split up. They weren't prepared for the Nocturne ult to come through.
Yeah, Nocturne is going to be the biggest problem for the team in this game, just because there's no peel for these two very immobile backliners.
It causes so much disruption that I think.
Along with the Zed and the
communicating is
Camille.
really difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be really easy to play this comp that Rabid Raccoons have. I mean, Spell Chat, but it's going to be hard to play against that with what Rabid Raccoons champions are.
Now it looks like they want the Mountain Drake and the Rift Herald, but it looks like that's a bit greedy. Elahad gets hit up by the dredge line into the depth charge. That's a 3-man knockup as it goes through. Uklar looking for the Dark Binding, doesn't seem to have a chance to make it, but now they have a chance to turn off the Rift Herald themselves. And that looks like what they're going to do. Nocturne Paranoia not up, Zed Deathmark not up. No ultimates on the side of Spell Chat as the Rift Herald looks to be traded over.
Yeah, they're going to try to get a Herald out of this play, which is pretty good.
Onto the Nocturne there.
Nice.
Spell Shield does nothing as the Leopard goes down for. Funny thing is though, even if we get Spell Shielded, the dredge line Nautilus still halfway to it.
Yeah. So it's likely that he could still slow him with his E, his Riptide.
Or even just rip him with his passive.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
Nautilus though is quite weak, even though he's got a lot of utility. He's going to be very squishy.
Yeah.
Does not have very much farm.
Has Ninja Tabi, like, that's actually another issue that is kind of on the side of Spell Chat. Their damage archetype is almost all AD, with the exception of, I mean, you can even see it here. Beast Snake actually takes a long time to die, which is why he's able to flash
Yeah,
out there.
even with the ultimatum down, does not get to kill him. But he will have to back away, and the split push pressure is going to be way in the favor of Spell Chat. Also,
That's
if you're
true.
playing a mid-game oriented team comp, you don't really care too much about the
Looks like
damage
Alf gonna get
profile.
hit a little bit here by Astris.
Asher's
Look
looking
at you
for blood.
flip-flop, using that hook shot just to get out.
Yeet. And actually,
Yeet.
real Gucci flip-flop, 100% kill participation so far. No kills, so their team is playing around him this game.
Next Dragon spawns is second Infernal. If Rabid Raccoons are able to find that, that can be really
Oh,
key.
binding.
Ooh, Dark Binding into,
She did.
into the stacks for the Vel'Koz.
Yeah, good amount of pick potential from the Rabid Raccoons comp, and here comes the Rift Herald. Zed is looking in the back though.
I think that's just to kill the tower. I'm not sure if it's entirely necessary as they have push going for them. Rift Herald loses a fair bit of health for that.
Yeah, and let's see what they do here for Spell Chat. Let's see if they go for the flank, and looks like
Nocturne
Zed's
has
now in
Paranoia
position.
available. You never know what he's going to do.
Beast Snake has to get there right now.
There it is, right onto the Varus. Cast Change of Corruption to root the Nocturne, who ends up falling right here. You see Beast Snake gets onto the Zed. Zed's not able to get in line. Cast it, dodges Nocturne. Death charge with his own Death Mark. Slays Uklar. Doesn't get a lot of AD out from it though. But now, it looks like Rabid Raccoons wants to push this tower down, but they're waiting for them. Graves rotates to top lane, try to see if they can get 2 towers out of this, which would be huge.
Yep.
Ballooning their tower lead up to 4.
Yeah, they're going to try to maximize their return from Monday Night Team Fight. Beast Snake getting there a little bit late, however, the
Demon Monkey doesn't seem to be able to get there in time.
Yeah,
Get a lot
that's
of
okay.
damage down on
He should leave though as soon as possible before he gets picked off.
Yeah.
The Varus got a lot of damage off.
Played fight from Rabid Raccoon.
Varus got a lot of damage off before he died, and so they were able to kill everybody.
But as the game goes on, Kai'Sa becomes more and more of a threat and less and less of an afterthought for Rabid Raccoons.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nocturne's always going to have the burst potential into the squishies, though. So it was incredibly well played by Beastsnake, in my opinion, to disrupt the Zed for so long. He's able to find Dredge Line into staggering blows, into Riptide, just completely CCing and slowing Zed before he can finally get the ultimate off on him.
Yeah, I like the itemization here from the Vel'Koz and the Varus. They both have completed this stopwatch now. And so for the next engage, if they are able to evade a lot of their the diving cooldowns from Celichat, then they can win a fight super easily.
Dragon
They're up
coming
3k
in
gold now.
115. Baron coming up in 114 now.
And it looks like they're going to go with the 4-man grouping approach, which I think is a really good idea. They do have to be worried about Beastsnake, though. He's only level 10, and the level 12 Nocturne is going to rip him up.
Ooh, that shadowing forward there. Getting a little bit of... I mean, what I would say is don't overcommit because you know your Infernal Drake is... Right? You're the ones who have the inside tracking of this bottom lane.
Yeah, they know Nocturne's mid now, so they can go for this tower. Nocturne is going to take mid lane tower, though, because they have the priority there.
No, but Zed's just wave clearing right now, just trying to make sure that he doesn't do anything. Nocturne actually doesn't commit for the mid. Zed wants to get in position for the paranoia.
Nocturne can kill the Morgana almost instantly if he gets the ulti down.
Yeah, oh, you see the TP coming in from Beastsnake. That's
Oh, here he comes.
the ping for careful goes down there. Infernal Drake coming up in around 15
They're looking for
seconds
it.
at this point. TP now coming in from Camille. Finds the Dark Binding for Ooplar.
Oh my.
Nautilus finds the Dredge Line straight onto her. Now forced to flash out. There's the Lifeform Disintegration Ray from
Nice.
Vel'Koz. Gets the kill onto Lil Gucci Flip Flop. This means they turn straight for the Infernal Drake.
Really nice decisive call from Rabid Raccoons. Super nice teleport, or binding onto Lil Gucci Flip Up as he
like
teleports.
Both the Binding and the Dredge Line were perfectly timed.
I think Lil Gucci Flip Up should have considered canceling that teleport. Because there really is no
over-aggression there.
Yeah, once you teleport in there, you really have compromised the positioning that you have.
Now there's pings down onto Baron. Well,
Yeah, they see Nocturne bot.
They
There's
know
no TP.
Nocturne's in bot lane. There are wards in the base. For Spell Chat, they spot out the entirety of the Rabid Raccoons doing this. You see Zed pop Yomus go forward. He's looking for the position. Gets Shadow onto Uklar. Kai'Sa sends out the Void Seek.
They're gonna go for the finish.
Werepack uses Death Mark. He doesn't find the kill, and Morgana.
Wow.
Sorry.
Stopwatch.
To use a stopwatch, rather. Now it's
Asterisk.
Lil Gucci Flip Flop who goes down. Baron doing so much damage. Asterisk flashes forward, tries to get. Instead gets killed in return because there's just so many people still left alive on the Rabid Raccoons. Now they have to back off. Uklar finds another Dark Binding to disrupt, save his teammates so that they can't get engaged on anymore. Alf turns to top lane, pushing down the tower, or pushing down the lane as much as possible so they can reset, run back to Baron maybe.
Did we just witness the invention of Kai'Sa spotting? That's what I want to know.
I think Kai'Sa spotting has been something that's speculated for a long time, but we've just made a witness of it.
Good try from Asterisk, but
I mean, like, there were so many low health targets. All Asterisk needed to do was get a good ultimate into a good, get a good killer instinct into a good Acathian Rain.
yeah, and he tried, but could not
But he
find
was
the right
just out
moment.
of range for Acathian Rain, and Alpha was sitting at about 40% HP, just able to shred through him with the help of Mad Life Mid.
Yeah.
Just enough mana.
Yeah, he just missed his moment there.
I mean, I also think that Astros is just not quite at that point to be willing to, where he should be willing to go into those plays.
Look at Uklar though.
Yeah,
Ooh.
forcing out the shadow from Zed.
Yeah, and I think Kai'Sa, he only has one item. He barely has components of the Nash's Tooth, so he's super weak compared to this Varus, who had an
Yeah, especially given
excellent
the fact that-
stopwatch in the last
Especially
fight.
given the fact that Kai'Sa has Merc Treads, which are good against Varus, sure, and good against Vel'Koz, sure, it's just not super useful. Do you actually think Varus will build a
Zonia's, yes,
Zhonya's
100%.
here because he
100%.
has that AP build? Yeah.
It's just so
He's
useful
gonna
against
black
this
shield
team.
himself. You see the Deathmark come out from Werepack, try to get the kill. It does end up kill onto Ooplar.
Oh,
Ooplar walking a bit too far forward.
he
there.
might
I
need a
don't think he
stopwatch
realized-
too.
You know what?
Here
Yeah,
comes
he
Camille in the
doesn't have a
bag.
stopwatch. He playing Morgana, he should have one. You see Nocturne
Oh,
paranoid straight
Nocturne.
onto Alpha. He goes
Oh,
down
no.
immediately. Asher's gonna fall here as well. Now so does Mad Life mid laner. This is easy Baron. Oh, Mad Life mid laner flashes. And the double
Mad Life
kill
mid laner!
onto the Zed. And the Camille. Mad
Oh,
Life
can he
mid
do
laner
it? He
pops
can do it.
Zanya's. No, he can't do it.
Oh, if
Too
he
low.
got all of his skills up before that,
No, but you know what?
he
you
would
know
totally
what that
kill the
does
Ashes
do?
right there.
That
prevents Baron.
Baron, which is so important.
Mad Life mid
Because-
laner pulling off a really nice play to protect his team's Baron.
Yeah. Insane. Getting a double kill onto Leopard, or onto Werepack and Lil Gucci Flip Flop in the very end of that fight.
Good
Keeping
try.
things almost relatively equal. Oh, Ooflar barely missing the bind there.
It's close. And Kaisa got quite a good amount of damage in that team fight there. Being able to free hit on Kaisa is super, super nice. You just do so
Yeah,
much
I mean,
DPS.
Demon Monkey actually got a fair bit of damage off because the focus went down onto Alpha so quickly.
Yeah, with all those frontliners diving, it's super easy for the Kaisa to effectively dish out damage. Beast Snake and the rest of Rabid Raccoons, they are preparing for a Baron vision clear. They don't have the pink deep
Oh, no,
enough.
They're killing the
There
ward.
they go.
Face palm into this death.
That's a good idea because that pink ward actually did not see that word, so
Yeah.
they had to clear that one.
I mean, that's why you should put the pink word inside the Baron pit
Yep.
rather than just on the very edge.
Yeah, it wasn't put in close enough.
I mean, I think yeah.
They're just
gonna
looking for the
follow
pick
that
right
a
here.
little
They're
too
looking for it,
here.
and there is the nice scouting plasma beam from Kaisa.
I mean, what one play might have been was commit 4 people onto the Baron, have Nautilus still stand there for disruption, and
Raccoons.
like make it protect. Yeah,
Raccoon's looking for some mid priority right here.
they lost their tower to the Zed as he pushed forward. See that the Scuttle Crowd is up. It's gonna be an easy take for them.
They have to make sure
Yeah.
that they don't get all their waves pushed in though. They have
They're staying around Baron too much. They need to make it a little more of a proactive in here. Next dragon spawning in 45 seconds roughly.
Yeah, is that a
will be
third
another
Infernal?
Infernal? Yeah.
Whoa.
If Raccoons can get this, that's so much AD and AP, especially when so is built on the Varus there.
Yeah. Rageblade synergizes so well with the Infernal Dragons. So much extra percent of your damage. Graves is looking for something though.
Monkey locking a bit too far forward there. Doesn't die for it. Uklar looking out, searching with the Void, or not the Void Seeker, Dark Binding. Looks like Raccoon's really committing down towards this dragon. You see the back get actually cancelled by the Manami there.
Yeah,
They have to keep her around.
Yep. All they have to do is just group for this fight. They have to force a good engage so that they don't get dove. And
Dragon's already getting started up.
yeah, they have definitely started. Protect the
Nami should
Varus
be
though.
casting Tidal Wave like right now.
That would be a good engage by them. They are gonna back up a
There's
bit.
Tidal Wave. Oh, it goes towards the dragon, so... Oh, Nautilus misses
Whiff.
Dredge line. Demon Monkey's so low. Uklar goes down almost 16. Demon Monkey's down as well, but that means that Vel'Koz is alive, able to cast Restoration Ray. Now Alf goes down to the Zed. Now it's Beefsteak and Mad Life mid laner who are alive running for the hills. Mad Life mid laner trying to poke out, but I don't think he's very much.
Yeah, Beefsteak and I think Demon Monkey, they're just too far away from the rest of the team. They're just allowing themselves to get split up and allowing these assassins to just kill them
Yeah,
very, very
there's just too
easily.
much split focus. The decision right now is to have Zed keep pressuring Vel'Koz while everyone else runs towards the Baron.
Yeah, and it's
That might be a bit of a risky call. I mean, I know that Kaisa can shred down the Baron, but you see that Graves is going to come back up soon. Morgana's going to come back up soon.
yeah, Nautilus has teleport as well. Vel'Koz can make his way up there, and they're gonna
There's
look for a
no-
3-man, but
I don't think there's any wards though for. No, this is just Baron. This is
Aw.
just Baron. There's no wards for Rabid Raccoons.
yeah.
Just incredibly poorly played by them. Even though the Nami ultimate missed, the Paranoia is still able to grant them a disruption. Their focus was so
Right.
split in the team fight.
And you can
But
see how
now
hard it is.
they're looking to get the third Infernal anyway. They might not get Baron, but they'll definitely get an AD.
Yeah. And that's a pretty good consolation prize. Able to get that extra damage boost, denying 8% extra damage from all of those assassins.
And the final dragon's going to be a mountain. So you potentially look at a double mountain versus a triple infernal. You also see a huge minion wave in top lane. That's
Nocturne.
Ooh, Alf goes down almost instantaneously.
One
Now
shot.
Demon Monkey getting caught out by Zed and Camille. Just poorly played.
Yeah, they're
Rabid
getting a bit
Raccoons
careless
need to
here.
be root. Because against this Baron buff team with a Mountain Drake, they can just push down. The only person who's going to give any pressure is Mad Life mid laner.
Yeah, Alf does not have his Zonias yet, and he can't just sit in the side lane and farm it. He just dies to literally everybody on the team.
Ukla are looking for a Dark Binding, doesn't really hit it. Zed death marking forward, but flashes out, gets pulled back in by the dredge line.
Oh.
Death charge going down. Gets a nice stack.
Oh,
there
nice.
It goes. Werepack dies because of the nice death charge onto him.
That was like the
From
perfect life orb disintegration rate and depth charge combo, maximum range for that Zed kill. That was pretty cool.
Although I think Lifeform disintegration rate does have a tad bit further, just based on how the AOE works in general. But like you said, that was a really well timed ultimate. But now things are equal. Powers are equal. Like gold 3k in the favor. Not equal, but 3k in the favor of Spell Chat. Rabid Raccoons have lost an inhibitor in bottom lane. There's so much vision for Spell Chat in the Rabid Raccoons bottom side jungle. And now on the side of Alf, you see that he has finished his Zanya, and now he has that defensive tool for him. If Leopard overcommits with a Paranoia, Alf should just use his Zanya, be able to avoid a lot of the damage that comes down initially, then have a chance of corruption up.
Yeah, Rabid Raccoons have to be able to force these fights before Spell Chat are able to split effectively. If they don't get If Spell Chat does not get many angles on fights, they're going to have a much harder time. So Raccoons need to be very proactive in how they look for fights here if they want to end this game with a W. It might be too late though after that Baron.
You actually see that Nocturne has a Storm Razor.
Yeah.
He's going to utilize that auto after coming in with his ultimate.
Yeah, and it synergizes with the Duskblade as well.
Yeah, the lethality plus a crit.
Yeah, Zed's looking for it. Nocturne might go for an ulti here.
Mad Life mid laner too far forward. He's gonna have to pop his Zanyas. Oh, finds instant kill.
Oh,
Ukla
gosh.
flashes out.
Yeah, and Morgana might need to invest in a stopwatch. She actually had it. I don't know if she actually had
has
it
the
before she
stopwatch,
died.
She doesn't use it. I don't think she expected the engage to come through there. Zed finds Death Mark
Here's
on
Zed.
Alf pops his Death Mark, or pops his Zanyas immediately. Burns heal, absolutely. Now, throws change the corruption down, but I don't think it does very much as they push in as a 5-man. I think this is game.
Yep, this is gonna be game unless Mad Life mid laner can pull off some
Vel'Koz
miracle.
can find the world's greatest lifeform disintegration ray. I think this is it.
Yeah, and he has his ray up, but he's gonna get CC'd. Miracle stopwatch.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and Spell Chat taking a 2-0. Not convincing, but a 2-0 at that.
Yeah. Joining Gothboy Click and Jabezus as the top 3 teams after week 2. Unfortunately, that means for Ravens they dropped to 0-2.
Oh, I think I'm lagging a little bit, but I got the gist of what you said there.
Yeah, so Spell Chat advances, goes 2-0. Now Rabid Raccoons are now 0-2. It's not the greatest, situation for Rabid Raccoons at this point, but seriously, they play well. It's just that they need to find that sweet spot with that jungle synergy. Rabid Raccoons are a good team. Their bot lane is strong. Their support, probably one of the best supports in PHUB as I've seen.
Yeah, big
Uh,
fan of Uklar's play in this series. I thought he did a really good job. I think the bot lane and Mad Life mid laner this game they had pretty strong showings, but the Varus could not survive that front line or those assassins with only a Morgana and a Nautilus versus a Nocturne. It's
mhm.
quite difficult.
So let's look at the graphs just for a bit. Yeah, as you can see, all the damage gets front loaded on the side of Rabid Raccoons. Vel'Koz is doing so much work. As for Spell Chat, you see that Nocturne, Zed have the most damage done. Kaisa was getting up there in damage numbers as she scaled up. Camille also doing a lot. Um, damage obviously doesn't tell the whole tale here, but I think the reason that Rabid Raccoon did this is just because I honestly think that their macro is just not where it needs to be. They got out rotated, even though they were doing the ones doing the out rotating, especially with that Rift Herald. Um, they got out rotated. They played around Baron a little too long. They, were just abused by the paranoia, by the Hextech ultimatum, by the Deathmark, and I think that as much as we sing praises for Uklar, going into a game versus a Zed, Camille, and a Nocturne and not taking the free stopwatch, I think is not a great idea, especially when you are a champion invest in sorcery tree.
Yeah, and with that, we can just say Rabid Raccoons, they had definitely had a good chance of 2-0ing the series, but a few small mistakes and Spell Chat punished really hard on those mistakes. But
Yeah.
let's bring in the newcomer on his first win. We got Ashes here. Yo, what's up, dude?
Hello. Okay, actually get the top. Okay, hello.
Yep, we decided to
Hello.
bring in the new guy. And
Yeah.
for those who don't know, Asterisk, defending champion of PHUB 2.0 last season, so
Formerly, or now
he
it's
found a
2.0.
new roster, and here he is. So how are you
Feels
feeling after that first W?
Uh, a little shaky early game, but I mean, they had a really bad mid game and late game, so pretty easy.
That's pretty fair. So, what's your story? How did you find your way onto Spell Chat?
Uh, I was on IRL for all of, well, I guess call it preseason or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then after two lost scrims, I got kicked with Alex. So I think afterwards, Mingo, no, Izzy asked me if I wanted to like take a spot and like split the time basically, and so I was like, yeah, fuck, why not? I said that
Well,
for it.
as I understand it, you are now on a 2-0 team, while
Yeah, feels good.
IRL sits at 1-1.
Yeah, I
Not
don't want
bad.
to talk about that game. The game I watched, that was so bad.
I mean, we did know that like you seem to be struggling in the early game. Overall, you guys pulled it out, pulled out the W. I think game one, what really turned it around for you guys and ended up ending the game really quickly was Leopard finding the Baron steal. So, what were you communicate? Like, what were your comms on that? Did Leopard just
Um,
say like I'm gonna go or something?
yeah, game one, actually both games, I think, when they were trying to do Baron, Leopard was just like, you know what, I'm still in this Baron. And game two, they didn't go for it, but game one, they went for it, and we're just like, okay, we believe in you, and he just goes up the wall and steals it. That's literally the comms right there. We just
Okay.
had complete faith in that he would take it, and he took it.
Yeah, because we noted that Leopard was experienced. I think he had maybe a 1 or 2 level advantage uh, over Dangerous Monkey. So it was a really good series played from him. But as we turn the questions onto you, um, how comfortable do you feel playing with Spell Chat right?
I think as a team as a whole, at least, like I said, we have a good mid and late game. It's kind of shaky because it's our first actual game together, our
Mm-hmm.
first series together. But I think that we can play the mid and late game really well. We're gonna have a shaky start for early games, just in general. But like, I feel comfortable playing on this team. I trust every single player, so
Okay, that's really good to hear. So, as an AD carry player, you kind of know I have to ask this.
Oh god.
How do you feel about the meta right now? Like, are you happy with this meta of I have to play like Kaisa Lucian or I have to play a bruiser?
I was told that actually I was told before I joined, they're like, hey, can you play Ornn Irelia? And I was already kind of scared, but I mean, they let me play whatever. The meta fucking sucks.
Okay, well that's the statement. Meta fucking sucks.
Same.
I mean, as a support mid, I guess I'm not too hampered by what people want to play, but we saw I think in the first game today earlier we saw a Mordekaiser that actually built Eye of the Equinox, built the Sightstone item. The meta does seem to be in flux. You certainly don't seem to like it as it affects bot lane.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for any other AD carry champions to come back because playing like four at the most, because you can't even play like Ezreal that much anymore.
Yeah,
So it
because
just
he could
sucks.
get nerfed again this patch. So that being said, do you think that with your mid and late game prowess, that Spell Chat are going to go all the way, or because you guys are 2-0, you guys are top of the pack alongside Gothboy, Click, and Jabiza.
I sure think if we can kind of smooth out a lot of the wrinkles that we have, which is especially our early game, it's just gonna be easy just going through the rest of the playoffs, or not playoffs, but the season.
Fair enough. I guess one more commentary is, you guys ensured that we do not have a 3-game series yet, but how do you feel about your opponents, Rabid Raccoons? Do you feel that they definitely could have won either game, or do you think that you guys were just weak in the early game and you were always...
I feel like we could have been in control that whole game. They definitely, I've said these guys are like probably middle of the pack teams, but I've seen a lot of the games lately, and they look like they don't know what they're doing when it comes to macro. Like mid game and late game, they will call stuff like do Baron. It's very easy calls to make, but outside of that, they don't know what they're doing on the map, in my opinion. But I do think they are a solid team. I've seen Alpha and Ukla are definitely a great bot lane. They kind of shit all over my chest earlier. So I see potential in them. I think Demon Monkey's also a great player, but they gotta just learn how to play the map.
So, mechanically skilled, but they need to mesh better as a team, find some decision making.
I feel like they just picked up Demon Monkey, I think yesterday, so
Yeah,
they don't have much synergy with him because I'm sure they probably played like maybe 1 or 2 scrims with him, and they just need more time to develop. Because I do think they're a solid roster. I did put them like middle of the pack at least.
Okay, so I guess my last question for you is, and I guess it's a part of follow up. You guys are sitting at the tie for number 1 place in the 3-way tie between Spell Chat, which is you, Gothboy Click, and Jabiza. So, cognizant of the fact that T-Crank here, who is on Jabiza's, who do you think is the bigger threat? Gothboy Click.
That's not a question.
Gothboy Click.
I've played against just Gothboy Click is scary. They have a more solid roster in my opinion. Each street, I'm gonna call them each street. I'm sorry. They're
okay.
solid too, but I don't know. They kind of T-Crank kind of like sit in lane and just kind of fall over. So.
I remember 2 weeks ago you're saying T-Crank was the best AD carry in the league.
Hey, I wasn't in the league, so come on.
Yeah, I got you.
2 weeks ago, I was looking for a team.
Hey man, I had to play versus Irelia yesterday. You blind picked Kaisa and didn't get punished. I feel bad.
Yeah, I was expecting to play against like.
Early on.
I was just waiting for that Ornn pot lane pick.
I don't know, like they should have picked like something melee, and I would have been ran over. I just.
Yeah.
But...
Their drafting was a little. It wasn't like terrible, but they could have definitely picked harder to punish like those assassins and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are definitely solid. I think there's a clear top 3 in this league, I would say.
Yeah, I'm watching some of the other games, and it's a little hard to watch a bit ago.
Well, I mean, I think that's a fair assessment. You guys are both you guys actually, yeah, you guys are both the ADs on 2 of the top 3 teams. So how about that? Quite a coincidence.
Yee.
Uh,
Well, I think that wraps it up here, doesn't it?
yeah, I believe that wraps it up.
Yeah, and that wraps
Unless
up
you have any
week
questions.
2. No, I'm out of questions. But you did
Okay.
you got a lot of questions out of the way. But that wraps up week 2 for Prophecy Cup, and stay tuned shortly for tomorrow. There should be a talk show for week 3, and then matches will be in the following days. So have a good night, everybody.
We're doing talk show tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, talk show tomorrow,
just-
and then matches will
yeah.
be throughout the week to be announced shortly. All right, good night, guys.
Good night.